Before we touch on this season, let's just go back to the off-season. There was a little bit of change in the team. It went from VRT to VRT VHR, and it seemed pretty late. What was the winter like, and is there much changes in the team this year compared to last year?
The most changes was we have to move the workshop because the base was in west of France, and we moved now close to Paris, where is the company of the new team owner, Bruno Verhaeghe. So this was the biggest change, because all the rest, okay, the staff changed a little bit, but we keep working with the same engine guy, same suspension guy, same riders also, so was not so many change on this side, but was more about logistics side.
And going back to a few years ago, I think you were initially a coach / trainer, but it seems now you're more of a team manager maybe. Has your role changed that much compared to a few years ago?
Yeah, I think still I finished my career, I was already still involved in rally in KTM Group as team manager, and when I come back to motocross with Michael Vrignon and VRT, I was trainer also, but also taking care about all the technical sponsors and this technical side. And yeah, still continue the same with Yamaha. I'm managing the EMX 250 team, and also quite a lot of many, to do the relationship with the sponsor, technical sponsor. So, yeah, this is my task.
And has there been much to learn, and do you enjoy this task opposed to just focusing on the training / coaching side?
Yeah, I have to focus on different sides. So when I am in training with riders, I really focus on this side. I have to focus on this part, but actually the biggest challenge is during winter, because you have to manage in one side all the training sides, but also all the technical partners, the order, and all these things. So the winter is quite busy, and when the season starts, it's a little bit easier. Okay, there is a lot of travels and this, but it's a little bit more rolling.
And last year you had an opportunity to draft in Gavin Towers. What was it like working with him? Obviously, him coming from America, everything was completely different for him. So you were probably able to help him more than maybe some of the other guys that already know how tracks develop and stuff.
No, it was not easy for him, because he arrived. The season was already start. He missed all the winter training in Europe, so was not easy for him. Also coming from US to Europe, living full time close to my place, I think was a big challenge. But yeah, he did quite some good results, and he managed some good races. I think he could achieve much better with a full winter training before the season. But for sure was a lot of work, because he was full time close to my place, and but was good moment, because he's a really nice rider, and yeah, it was really cool to spend some time with him.
And you guys usually have a 3-rider team, but for this year it was 2 riders. Firstly, what was the reason for that? And secondly, was there an option for Towers to stay, or did he just want to go back to America?
No, Gavin decided to go back to America because it was difficult to be far from US, and I understand. Also, he wanted to do Supercross, so he had the opportunity to go back to US. And with all the changes between VRT, VHR, VRT, also Yamaha decided maybe 2 riders will be easier for everyone to organize.
And Janis Reisulis, well, you sort of probably started working with him last year, but then the injury came. Firstly, what's it like to work with him? And he's called Killer. What's his personality like? Talking to him, he seems kind of a cool guy, but maybe that doesn't come across on the TV. He just always wants to win.
Yeah, he's. I don't speak too loud because he's there. So he will hear. No, he's a really nice kid, determined. Of course, still a lot of work technically to improve and to continue to cross the last step to achieve. I think his goal and what he wants in MX2, but he's a determined kid, and that's really important.
And it's not easy to miss a full season with injury, and he's came back this year, and it's pretty much like he's never been away. Impressive, and in terms of his talent, very talented.
Last year he missed all season, so when he do his first race this year, it was 10 months without racing, so it's really long. But we had really good. He made a really good rehabilitation for his knee, and we had a good winter training, so he was showing a good speed and quite consistency, also improving compared to the winter before with less respect. So this was super positive, and he showed that he's one of the faster in MX250, but as I said, the step to go in MX2 is still quite a big step, and so you still need to continue on to work on many things.
And just on the future, do you think he has the talent to be a future world champion? And what do you think he still needs to work on, or is it just more bike time because he missed so much?
I think he really has the talent and the potential to become a world champ. After you know how it is, there is only one world champ every season, so you need to put everything together to achieve the goal. And but for me, he has the determination to do. So this is already a big fact. He's quite also mentally really strong for a kid because he's quite young, still quite young. So this is some really positive points.
And Ivano van Erp, I would say a difficult start to the season. What was it like over winter? I mean, did he have a good winter, a tough winter? What was it like working with him over the winter?
Yeah, he made a good winter. Okay. But it's true on the first races, I think he can't handle really good the pressure. Was maybe too much pressure for him, and he struggled on the first race, and I think it affected a little bit him mentally. He got his thumb injury, but since he's back, he showed last weekend that he's able to win some races, and I think he will do some more really good races this year.
And he had a big injury at Arnhem a few years ago. I think it was a big hip injury. Just how much did that affect him? And it seems like
I think yes, because it was quite long injury. He missed 4 or 5 months, so it was really long. But I think now is all the memory, and he's really going on. And since he's back on the bike after his this year injury, he's doing really good and showing a good things in training.
And what did you expect from him last week? I mean, it was his first EMX round back, and it was his best one. It's not normal for a rider to get injured and actually come back better.
Yeah,
what would you put that down to?
He restarted to ride just the week before, and directly on training, what I saw was really positive because he had the speed, and he was quite strong on the bike, and okay, we say I think you can be back directly in front, and this is what he showed in second moto, so that was really good for him.
And what was it like to see him riding like himself again? It's been a while. It must have been nice for you, for the team, just to see him ride like himself, never mind winning. It's always nice to see him win. He loves to celebrate.
Yeah, no, this was good because since the beginning of season he was not riding in races like he do in training, and in Erne I show him really free on the bike and riding as he can do on training. So this I was super happy, okay, for the team, for the mechanic, but especially for him because he can ride to his real level.
And goals for the rest of the season, I guess from Janis' point of view, are you expecting him to win the title, or do you just want him to be in the hunt? And then for Ivano, just to keep getting better and riding like last week?
Yeah, for sure. The goal of Janis is to get the title, and for the team also. The season is still long, is many races on different kind of terrain. So yeah, you need to stay focused, to continue to train, and yeah, until the last race is not finished, it's not finished. So yeah, it's still long. And Ivano, the goal now is to win and to do best results as possible. We also do with the kids 2 GP. We do this weekend in Tuchental, and we will do also Lommel. Also for them to see where they are in the MX2 pack, and it's good also for them to see the work they still have to do to be in front. And yeah, I think it's also they do some good races, so it's kind of present to do MX2 World Championship.
And do you enjoy just working with the 2 riders, and do you think for the future you'll stay with 2 riders, or maybe next year would you be open to running 3 riders again, or maybe that's not your decision?
Yeah, this is more decision with Yamaha. So on this I'm not close, or it's for sure with 2 rider is a little bit easier because you can spend more time on each one. But last year was 3 at the beginning of season, and was also going good. So we will see.
And the Yamaha have a structure, the pyramid structure. You know, they've an EMX 125, EMX 250. So are you looking at some of their EMX 125 riders? Do you always keep an eye on them? Because maybe I think the idea is to come up through the system. So maybe next year we could see some of those guys.
We are looking, of course, the 125 Yamaha rider, but also I'm looking every young rider, because the goal is to find the next MX2 World Champ. So this is the goal, and we are looking quite a lot every kids to see the potential, and to try to find the next champ.
And it's been a long time now, well, not too long since you've been a racer. Just how has the paddock changed since you were a rider? I mean, now you've got this pyramid system. It's probably easier for youth riders nowadays, but at the same time, you know, the industry's struggling this year a little bit in terms of the factory guys.
Yeah, it's changed quite a lot. Now the structure are much more professional than before. What's difficult now is to really perform in MX2. There is no many guys behind the gate, but the level is really good and really close. You see, to enter top 15 in MX2 is quite tough, and you can see also it's difficult when you are not a factory rider. So I think the material is really important in MX2. In MXGP is maybe different because 450 is really powerful, but on 250 for sure you need a really good structure to perform.
And this year, obviously, initially I think there was only going to be 11 rounds of EMX 250. They added 2. I mean, to get the budget and stuff last minute, logistically, it must be challenging. Do you think 13 rounds might be a little bit too much? I mean, back in the day there used to be only 12 GPs, and now there's more EMX rounds than them guys used to get. Maybe a little bit less, and then they've got more time to do MX2 wildcards?
Less races. Yeah, for sure. For me, EMX 250 with 13 races is really crazy, because okay, we have a good support from Yamaha as a team, but if you're not in a team and you are with your parents, how it's possible to do 13 races everywhere in Europe, in terms of budget, in terms of time, because for sure your parents need to work. So for me, 13 races is really crazy, and you see before European Championship you have 6-7 races, and was enough. I think 10 is really the maximum we should have for EMX Championship.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.